live streams, high beams, ice cream.
Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy, Dirtbag Dan. We out here, and Fridays are fire. We out here. What? And Fridays are fire. Fucking Fridays are fire, you bitch.
Dang, was that the intro?
Yeah, we did a little intro right there.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Is anyone here?
No, nobody's here.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Mandrew's here. How you doing? Now,
What's up, Andrew? Just kidding. What's up, fool? Fridays are fire, fucking pussy.
Yeah, what up? Okay, here's the gang all coming through.
So pussy.
Let me post this link on up and let everybody know we're live. What's good? Talk to the fucking people. We got your boy Spencer Bones.
Spencer Bones,
Wow.
Dr. Bones.
And
Fridays are fire.
your boy Reverse Live is in this bitch. What's up, Chris?
Yeah,
What's up,
pile
Blue?
of shit,
What's up,
Junior?
Hurricane Baby Jesus? What's up, Zan Aykroyd? Holy shit, my computer's gonna die, so I better plug it in. All right, talk to the people while I do stuff, please.
Yeah, what up? It's Fridays are fire, people, and you know what that means. That means
What does it mean, Dr. Dog?
fucking your boy Dr. Dog Shit is here, and he's ready to talk about, what are we talking about, video games this Friday?
Video games.
This Friday we're talking about fucking
Talking
live
video
action
game.
anime that has to do with
The Bebops.
yeah,
The
the
Cowboys and the Bebops. We got Endgame.
Infinity War tickets are on sale. Dude, I saw that on the, well, I'll save to talk about
There's that
but-
Joker trailer that just came
Oh
out.
yeah, the Joaquin
See?
Phoenix fucking Joker trailer. How about that shit? All right, okay. I'm gonna post this link. Where do we want to start, guys?
Let's just right into the fucking meat of it. Let's do this Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, so
Cowboy
check it out.
Bebop Cast announced.
Check it out. I'll throw the image up on the screen. This is the picture right here. I don't know if you could tell by the
that's cool, yeah.
actors in this little picture right
The one
here.
from Phil.
Yeah,
Phil
yeah.
Noto.
Yeah.
So
that's
that is what's the dude's name? Stephen
uh,
Hyun?
Isn't it Cho?
Cho, Stephen Cho. Yeah. And that's the
Michael Cho?
cool.
It's
Cho?
Harold from Harold and Kumar.
No.
Yeah,
I thought it was fucking I thought it was the dude from it is
Walking
that
Dead.
dude.
No,
huh?
it's
No,
not
no, no,
Walking
no.
Dead.
It is
That's
not
Stephen
Stephen
Yeun.
It's fucking Harold.
That's
Michael
Stephen
Cho,
Yeun.
it's Harold, yeah.
Here I am getting fucking Asians dude mixed up. You know why? It's because that dude's doing the live action Invincible. But yeah, no, that it is the dude from Harold and Kumar
Yeah.
who's doing fucking
He's
Spike.
Spike
He's
Spiegel.
Spike Spiegel.
Holy fucking shit! What a
And then
cool
you
role.
got Bushmaster's Jet.
So the guy who
from,
was Bushmaster in
Second season of Luke Cage.
yeah, and then I'm not familiar with the female actress.
She was in the newest Jurassic Park movie. I haven't seen it, so I haven't seen her in anything.
She fucks a T-Rex in that movie. Huh?
Does that happen in the
yeah,
movie?
She fucking blows a T-Rex down, dude.
Is there another
That's
one?
what stops him. What?
Is there another little bag like this rolling around here?
I saw.
Oh, hand it to me. Throw it
There's-
to me like a ninja star.
Woo!
Damn, that was too good,
Flying.
like a ninja star. So, this what do we know about this live action Netflix? It's for Netflix, right?
Netflix, yeah. It's a series. It's like executive producer is the original
Oh, you
person
guys watch
behind it.
Netflix?
Netflix.
Or
Um,
Netflix.
No, it is so. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, the original person behind the anime is executive producer or some shit. Like he has some pull.
So the dude-
hopefully he can stick
The dude
to
who
it.
did the anime is like involved with it to
Yeah.
make sure they don't fuck it up righteously.
Exactly.
That's good.
And it's a 10-episode series,
Yeah.
right?
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because don't make a
yeah.
fucking movie.
No,
It's-
don't try to cram it. You
I
can't
hate
do
when
it.
they try to like cram like important shit like that into like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Remember that Dragon Ball Z movie they made?
Oh my god, that is by far the worst live action attempt at anything. They just had some like random white kid in high school as Goku.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so Cowboy Bebop, it's going on Netflix. 10 fucking episode series. What storyline do you think they're gonna do?
Damn, I don't know.
Right? Because
Well,
in there.
Vicious is going to be in it.
Okay, so it's the Vicious storyline
Yeah.
basically, but isn't that like the major overarching storyline of the whole?
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're basically just gonna like stick to the episodes that served that storyline.
Probably the ones that like add to the overall story. They'll probably throw a bunch of little reference episodes and shit too. You know, a little like all the other shit they got going on in the fucking anime.
Or to fill in time, maybe throw in some like side shit.
That,
that gets them to the main story.
Also, was we didn't see casting for Ein or fucking
Ein or Ed.
No Ein or Ed casting, which is Ed. I think is a super important character to Cowboy. When I think of Cowboy Bebop, I think of Spike first, and then I think of Ed probably in Ein second.
Little hacker.
Yeah. And I think wasn't like the Ed's dad storyline like a kind of big part of that too? A big part of fucking Cowboy Bebop, or is that just like a one issue fucking thing? Because I remember Ed was like looking for his dad the whole time, and then he finds his dad at some point, and it's like some fucking
shit. I don't even remember, and I haven't seen There's at least one Cowboy Bebop movie, right?
Yeah, there is a Cowboy Bebop movie. Yeah, for sure.
I've never known that.
All right.
Is it a movie? Is it from the Japanese?
Oh yeah, homie. Yeah. This is Fridays Are Fire. This is where we talk about nerd shit. Come back on Monday if you want to hear us talk about battle rap, or don't. But Fridays Are Fire. We talk about nerd shit, happened? Man. I'm not gonna not talk about nerd shit because you're here. It's just you, man. There's a whole bunch of other people here. See, like Andrew said, bye. Someone's like, oh man, we talk about nerd shit. I'm out of here. Yes, that's all we do on this thing is talk about nerd shit.
The premise of the fire.
That's the premise.
That's how we started the fire was nerd shit.
The whole premise of Fridays is Fire.
Why aren't y'all talking about battle raps? Why aren't y'all talking about one dude calling another dude a faggot and room full of dudes?
Yeah, well, I mean, we do that.
Have you seen that one anime where they do that?
We do that on Mondays. Are you guys surprised that? Speaking of, are you guys surprised that there isn't a battle rap anime? I mean, they have like so many different. They have like a tennis anime and a boxing anime and a baseball anime. Not that battle rap is as big as tennis or boxing or baseball, but shit, they have like animes about playing video games and animes about playing fucking whatever little spinny robot fucking things. You figure maybe they do a battle rap anime at some point.
You would think there would be a niche somewhere.
That might be kind of fucking fun. Either way, what would be hella cool would be like you know how they hella overemphasize specific aspects of like a sport or whatever to make it like super interesting for anime or whatever. Like baseball is super boring, but if you watch a baseball anime, it's like the most intense fucking thing in the world. Like I'm just wondering like what aspect of battle rap would they like over accentuate?
In Naruto, fucking B, he's like a rapper who turns into
Killer B. Yeah. Killer B talks shit too. Like he like raps at fools.
Calls people fool.
Yeah, he calls people fool, and he fucking raises up on dudes. I mean, there's hella rappers in anime.
Yeah.
Devil Boy.
Oh, Devilman Crybaby. Got
Devilman Crybaby.
Ciphering all the time.
That's like my favorite part of that shit too.
Yeah, that shit's fire. At the beginning of the episodes, that shit's the shit.
Yeah.
Those fools are my favorite too. I love that shit.
Okay, so we are. The other live action big like thing that they're talking about is Akira, right?
Yeah, I think they got a notification of tax credit for filming in California, so there's some people kind of freaking out thinking oh shit, what if they change the setting?
Oh yeah, cuz it's like Neo Tokyo,
yeah.
Right?
So
you figure it's going to be like CG'd out
in studio and then do like additional shooting in like Japan or something, but there's no cast or anything. There's just the team behind
What's the over-under on them just blowing the dick on this one?
Well, it's Leonardo DiCaprio is producing, right?
He's producing, yeah.
He's got a pretty good track record for things he's produced. And then Taika Waititi
is a director. Yeah. And he's had interviews about Akira before saying like he wants to for sure have an Asian male lead, and then he wants like a diverse back cast, and he wants to stick to the manga because he's like down with it and has read it and all that shit. So
yeah, we're talking about the live action Akira adaptation that they're working on. So far, the only news that's out is they have a tax credit to shoot in LA. Leonardo DiCaprio is producing, and Taika Waititi is attached to direct. And I think that's great because that's someone who's already done an incredible job of taking somebody else's work.
Yeah, look what he did on Sakar for like.
That's what I'm saying.
Ragnarok. You know?
So good, such a good adaptation of like all the best Jack Kirby art, all the best aspects of the Planet Hulk story.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
all
that
the
movie
best.
was so Kirby. The fucking all the backdrops and extra shit. That was.
Yeah, it's totally. It's like a kind of a hint to what the Eternals is going to look like, and I don't think Taika Waititi is attached to direct that, but that's totally like Kirby's. Like that was the main Kirby thing was the Eternals, and it had that very like specific look that I think they really did a good job with on Ragnarok, and I hope that they see that. I want to see like fucking motorcycle races with the little trails of the fucking the tail lights and shit like that. Like I feel like if you don't do that in service of the anime, then it's a huge like letdown. You know what I mean? Like even regardless of how they play the story or whatever, almost how it looks like, which is why, like we were talking about last time, I think the Speed Racer live action movie is one of the best anime live action adaptations because they really did like make a very cartoon looking movie, and so that's what I want to see with
into it.
So like my thing with that, like Akira, I want like you're saying, I really want them to like do good with the motorcycle like shit, like racing, like doing justice to like Neo Tokyo, because half the cool shit of that movie is all like the cyberpunk fucking like stuff. Like I always said, like at the beginning when the fucking clowns are mobbing and shit, and they have those grenades made out of the light bulbs and stuff, and like little shit like that's like should definitely be in the movie. And also, whoever they get to be Tetsuo, because Tetsuo is like a whiny character.
Yes.
But like it's a cartoon and shit, so like it comes across as more like angsty and stuff like that. But whoever's playing them could make it go from angsty to fucking whiny bitch really easy. So I hope they don't, you know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but like, or be like uber tough guy, which would be against the thing too.
You know, remember that movie Chronicle?
Yeah, with Dane DeHaan.
Yeah, that dude was Tetsuo. I remember.
The whiny bitch the whole movie.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, man. I was like, this is like Tetsuo.
Yeah, Chronicle was like a pretty. It felt like an adaptation of
like Akira. Yeah.
But you know, it's the same kind of like people using more of their mind kind of thing, and then like the negative aspect of that.
Yeah, and he was just like a dude who was like always a nerd and stuff, and it was same thing as like Tetsuo, just a picked on kid who got powers, and then he fucking just lost his shit. But my thing with that is like I don't want them to make whoever plays Tetsuo to also be like, you know, fucking the dude in Chronicle, where just the whole movie you're just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to beat the shit out of this.
Yeah. Oh man, Chronicle is one of those ones that's like the handheld one too, right? Which is like, man, I don't know, like if there's, it's just like Blair Witch and that's it, right? Is there any other good? I mean, I like parts of Cloverfield, but I feel like it definitely gets jarring and it's fucking hard to watch. I'm just like, God, just point the fucking camera at the monster.
I'm an advocate.
I'm a connoisseur of the fucking found footage.
What's like a really good one?
All of them. What's a good one?
Yeah,
I love Cloverfield, but like
Cloverfield's like the best. Probably
like the first VHS.
The VHS. Like, have you seen the VHS series?
No.
The first one and second one are pretty tight. I hella like, there's this fucking Australian movie called The Tunnel. That one's fucking bad. And, dude, there's this one that's super fucking slept on, and I don't know, like, anyone who's seen it, but it's called Evidence. And that fucking movie is, like, it starts out, and you think there's, like, it's like this forest monster thing, and then it takes, like, this turn, and then you're like, what the fuck? And, like, and from then on out, it's just ruckus, dude. But I could go on for days with this list. Lake Mungo too. Watch that one. That's
Mungo.
I watched that one.
That's a scary ass movie.
That one was sick.
Yeah,
Lake Australian or
that's an Australian movie too. Yeah. We're gonna have to do a horror movie episode because I'm me and this fool all fucking day with the horror flicks.
What was I gonna say? Someone was talking about how those things tend to make you nauseous.
Yeah, I could see like you get motion sickness.
Hey, what was the vampire one where like those dudes are on vacation and
Affliction or
Afflicted?
Yeah, Afflicted. That one was good too.
I think like
actually is a good movie. Yeah,
I don't get necessarily like nauseous from the handheld cam thing, I just get annoyed that they're not pointing the camera at the thing that I hella want to see, which I know is like a device, but it's fucking annoying. But there was that movie Hardcore Henry where they made like the whole first
robot dude.
My god, I tried to watch that shit, and I'm all for the fuck shit. How the fuck did they produce this movie? Like
that movie was like a shitty video game.
That's what I'm saying. Or it's a great idea for a music video. Period. Yeah. Like you can watch that shit.
The tops. Yeah,
you can watch that shit for 3 minutes tops, dude. But like anything beyond like fucking 10 minutes, and you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Like,
dude, what was I gonna say?
Oh no, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't see. The thing is, Cody, is I'm not in your head, bro. So. You got to figure that out. Somebody asked if either of you guys seen the live action Bleach.
Yeah, I actually liked it. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
it was like a Japanese movie, and you know, for what it wasn't like a fucking blockbuster hit or anything. It was kind of it had a layer of cheese on it for sure.
Is it dubbed over or is it in Japanese?
No, it's in Japanese with subs. I watched it with subs. But I think there's dubs too. I watched it with subtitles though. But fucking I forget. They definitely have. There's some corn with some cheese on top of that.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad. I liked it.
Yeah, you're feeling it.
I was feeling.
I forget if it is dubbed. I don't know if it's the dub voice actor or the actor, but it's the same actor who does him in the anime.
Oh no
really?
shit!
That's crazy.
Oh, that's cool. That
I
makes
think
it
most of the characters are actually.
Oh wow, that's fucking cool.
The only person I didn't really like in it was Renji. He looked weird and
I
chubby.
feel like it's just that would be a hard one to do because there's a lot of like crazy fucking fights and big giant fucking swords.
Like monsters and shit.
Yeah. Like Attack on Titan live action just looks hella fucking cheesy because it's like they don't have the money to do this giant fucking monster shit. You know what I mean? Like if they did, that would be the coolest fucking movie ever. But it's just like, you know, fuck, let's just watch the anime if we're going to watch that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we could all come to the conclusion that they haven't done a good live action anime yet, right?
No.
There's not a single one except for, did you see Alita?
Yeah, I saw Alita. It was all right.
It's all right though.
It's just long.
Yeah,
like the action's tight. I
think we said this on the last show,
but yeah, it's cool.
Well, I haven't seen Alita, but I think it's not a great anime, so I'm not like super attached to the material and shit. Like there's certain
I've never seen that.
If you adapt some
the
shit,
concept of the anime is really cool, but like it's executed poorly. But it's aesthetically it's fucking fire. It's all like cyberpunk, like Neo Tokyo shit.
And you know I'm into that motherfucking shit
all fucking day, baby.
Okay, so
what's next?
The tickets for Endgame went on sale.
Oh, I saw people flipping them on the internet for like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I seen some shit. I seen someone posted something. They said there were tickets for like $9,000 on sale in New York.
I saw
like
this lady.
Crazy.
Yeah, like who the fuck would pay that much to see a movie?
This lady was on Facebook saying she'll suck your dick to get her kids tickets.
Damn, like that.
She said she'd top the whole squad. She'd ice tray the gang.
She'd ice tray the gang. Fuck.
Would you sit through 5 hours and do a double feature, do Infinity War then Endgame?
Oh, a double feature, you mean? Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Well, it'd be like 5.5, right? Because it's like two,
so.
2.5, and 3. Yeah,
yo,
I'm gonna watch.
I'm fucking gonna.
I'm gonna watch Infinity or War at home on Netflix, and then go straight to the theater and watch Endgame. So I'm gonna end up doing that in my own little way, anyways. But
I saw that somewhere, like they're doing a 21-hour marathon of all of the Marvel Universe things that have to do with that lead up to Endgame in like chronological order and shit.
Well, I
having like intermissions and all kinds of that shit. But
yeah,
it's like a 21-hour event.
I think they did something like that for Infinity War too.
Yeah. I mean, I have a calendar that says like you'd have to start today. And then you'd watch.
I think you posted it, right?
Yeah, you'd watch. If you started today, you watch a movie every day, and then on the 26th, you'd go see Endgame, and it would be the last movie. And today,
and there's like a timeline they created, right?
Yeah, today you would start with Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah,
because it goes in order of chronologically, like time as far as the MCU is concerned. So the first movie would be Captain America: The First Avenger.
Because some were released like later, but they happened earlier.
Yeah. So the second movie is actually Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Because Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it goes from World War II to the 90s, and then I think it's either Iron Man or Hulk is next, and then you start.
It's Iron Man. Hulk was
They're
like
recognizing Eddie Norton there.
Yeah, they are recognizing Eddie Norton as the canon Hulk.
Ross was in it, right?
Yes,
So.
Thunderbolt Ross is the only recurring character. So.
Isn't he fucking? He's Red Hulk in that.
I mean, well, there's also. I've been saying this. I said this before Captain Marvel, because when Captain Marvel introduced the Skrulls, before I'd seen the movie, I thought that they were going to be classic Skrulls, so they were going to be evil motherfuckers who were like taking the place of people in the government or whatever. So I was thinking, which character would it be cool to be a Skrull? And I think General Ross was like the best person because
have him be embedded as a Skrull the whole time.
Because he's someone who's been like important to the plots, been like against the Avengers. But he's not someone like, if you made a Hawkeye, like everyone would be like, what the fuck, hella mad. But I think if they made General Ross a Skrull, then it would be cool. But the way they introduced the Skrulls in Captain Marvel, like fucking without too many spoilers, they're not what they are in the classic comic books. They're not like a direct enemy trying to like invade and infiltrate.
Yeah, that was one of my disappointments with the movie. Actually,
did you see Captain Marvel?
Yeah, I saw it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's tight. I like.
So this is all pish posh to me.
You have to watch it before fucking Endgame. It's certainly important to the plot of the whole thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because
when's Endgame coming out?
The 26th
of this month.
Yes.
Yep. Not gonna see it.
You're not gonna see it before the 26th.
No, I'm not gonna see Captain Marvel.
Why?
What is it on? Is it at the theater still?
Oh, so. Yeah, probably.
Like, I mean, I can't watch it. Y'all got bootlegs?
You just wouldn't like see her powers yet. Basically, is what.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, you want to see like.
Miss,
yeah, I mean, there is kind of because, she freaking goes binary and destroys a whole fleet of ships. So it kind of leads you to believe, like, if you don't know that, then when she shows up at the beginning of Endgame and she's like, let's go fuck up Thanos right now, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I never seen you before, lady.
I hope they don't overpower her though. Like, I hope fucking they leave some.
Why is she like an overpowered character, generally speaking?
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty OP in the sense that, like I said, she could take out a whole fleet. The big question was after the movie was why wouldn't they call her for the Chitauri invasion in New York in the first Avengers? Because she would have just fucking whipped those fools up way faster than anybody like Hulk or Iron Man or any of them could. She could have just been flying.
Maybe
through
she was
these
on vacation or something.
Well, they're gonna explain it in Endgame, and I think what I've heard, what I've heard so far,
and like her fucking powers
is that she's traveling around the galaxy, like being the Avengers for other planets and shit. But like you were saying, she's so OP that she's like as strong as the Avengers individually. You know what I mean? But the Avengers as a whole couldn't fuck with Thanos, even though they haven't like all assembled to fight Thanos yet as one. But I think the idea is that even if she's stronger than all of them, she's still not strong enough to fuck with Thanos with the gauntlet. You know what I mean?
My like ideal, I guess, level of her would be about on par with Thor. Like, don't make her any stronger than that. Like, maybe on par with Thor and Hulk, or like a little weaker than them, but stronger than Iron Man and Cap. You know, in the between.
I think on par with Thor, like Odin's son Thor. Like even if you have to, she has to be what she is, right? So you can't like fucking make her weaker than she is. She's certainly stronger.
She usually go toe to toe with Iron Man in like Civil War, right?
Yeah. But Iron Man is like super crafty, right? And it's like just like like Cap can go toe to toe with Iron Man, but Iron Man's a fucking robot shooting missiles and shit. You know what I mean? It's like because Cap is crafty, he knows how to fight. Like in that shit, you can't replace with like fucking machines or whatever. Yeah. I think the thing with Captain Marvel is that she should be as strong as Thor is now that Thor has like the fucking power of the the fucking Allfather shit. So like he could fucking like what like his Pops was saying, Odin was like, you didn't need the hammer the whole time. It was just focusing your shit.
Yeah.
So like now, him like that, he was able to fuck up Thanos almost by himself. I think that Captain Marvel should be on that level. Point being that Thanos with the fucking gauntlet is still gassing on all that.
Yeah, he's still God, basically.
Because he knows how to use it. You know what I mean? And he's like, if you watch him in that first fight on Titan, he's like learning how to use it, right? And he's kind of losing here and there. But then when he goes to fucking Wakanda, he's just bah, bah, bah. And he's like doing specific things to fuck everybody up specifically, like the best way. You know what I mean? So you figure he hasn't gotten worse at using the gauntlet. It's probably...
And he like rewinds time and shit like that.
Yeah.
He's a fucking cold beast, dude.
I think
out there waiting for something to happen.
I think what they're going to do is have... they're going to fight Thanos early in the movie, right off the bat. Captain Marvel's going to come back, and whatever group is going to assemble and go straight to Thanos and go fight him. Win or lose. Because Thanos could lose in the first half, and there be a bigger fucking enemy, and they need Thanos.
Yeah, I mean, if they stuck to the comics, Thanos would lose the glove.
Yep, exactly. And then like you get someone like Nebula getting it or whatever.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna introduce.
Dude, I always thought like what they did into Nebula in the comic was like way more fucked up than in the movie.
She was basically like a corpse.
Yeah, they made her like a zombie walking.
She was like
around.
on the verge of death.
But he wouldn't let her die, and she just like floated around his palace and shit.
I thought they did a pretty good job of that with the like deconstructing her
that was
and having
pretty
her all.
crazy too,
Yeah. It got the point across. Mm-hmm. But I think that what they're gonna do is have basically the snap do something that Thanos didn't intend, like create a bigger problem than it solved what he thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then he's gonna end up having to work with them. That's one option. Or B, they go fight Thanos early, they get fucked up, and then they regroup, and then they start using the quantum realm and the time vortices and whatever.
Is Adam Warlock involved?
No, not at all. Adam Warlock will not be involved at all because he won't get introduced until Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Which is fine, dude. Honestly, which is fine
like
because
2021 or something because he's still doing James Gunn. James Gunn is back. On Guardians,
and he's doing a Suicide Squad.
Who do you think they're gonna get to be Adam Warlock? Matthew McConaughey, huh?
Oh my God, that would be so funny. Fucking Matthew McConaughey, Adam Warlock, that would be laughs.
Who do you think would be a good?
I don't know,
Matthew McConaughey, yeah.
Yeah, he would be a good one, I guess.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page would be an incredible fucking Adam Warlock. Yeah. What else? So, what do you guys think is going to be the fucking ultimate thing that they use to take down Thanos? Do you think they're going to go to different dimensions and get other fucking reality stones, or do you think they're going to use the time vortices to try to get different fucking Infinity Stones, like before, like go back to the Battle of New York and get the Space Stone from Loki before,
that's what I'm saying.
or the Mind Stone?
How do you think they'll like go through time though?
I think they'll do it with the Quantum Realm, with the time vortices. That's like the big gun on the wall that they introduced
with Ant-Man.
In the post-credit scene, Janet Van Dyne says, "Watch out for time vortices." So like you pop in one, you'll pop out in a different time. And then there's also the scene, right, that they keep showing in the trailer with Ant-Man at the gate of the fucking Avengers mansion, and he's like, "Come on, it's Ant-Man, you know me, fucking I turned big, whatever." He's like, there's in the corner of that, if you look at the footage, it says archive footage. So there's also a theory that that's from the past, that like he gets into time vortices, he pops out, he goes to Avengers mansion, and he's there, and like they're looking at a video of him, you know, like years ago in front of the Avengers mansion. So
he did like that's what I thought they were gonna do, some shit like that, and like basically go back to where Thanos just never got the shit. Isn't that what they do in the fucking comic too? But they do, don't they go back and make him non-violent or some shit like that in the comic or something?
No, he fucking.
I don't
I think there is like a storyline where he's like peaceful or some shit.
Yeah, he ends and he's
No, that's
up.
Infinity. Yeah,
that's Infinity War, isn't it?
No, it's straight Infinity.
Infinity War. He helps them get it back from Nebula.
Yep. But in Infinity, like he's like a fucking on his like peaceful farmer shit, and then they have to get him to fucking help. Or is that in Infinity War?
That's Infinity War. Infinity Gauntlet is when they go get him and shit like that. Cause isn't that what happens?
Well, Infinity Gauntlet is the first.
Is that the one I have? What's the one I had? I think
you have
the one.
Infinity Gauntlet.
That's the one that ends, and he's like a fucking farmer on some other planet.
Yeah, well, that's basically how the movie ended. Was him on the farm.
Yeah. That's like that shit.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they like. I think Adam Warlock made him like peaceful.
And he like never fucking wanted to do like any of that shit, right?
Oh, is that how they like wrap the shit up in the end?
Yeah, like they do. Him and like Doctor Strange do some shit where they go back and make him like peaceful, and then they go check on him after they do that, and he's like a farmer on a planet watching a sunset or some shit.
Somebody said DBD got a permanent STD called Infinity Warts. Are they different colors?
Yeah, you get all
6 different color bumps on my dick.
Six different color bumps on my dick. Oh,
Infinity Warts.
Dude, I do the Infinity shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That's just where I wear a pair of shorts that never end.
Okay, that's fire.
Like in length, so they're pants? Or these?
No, because my legs never end when I wear them.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's wild. I know Cody is not a Game of Thrones guy. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I watch Game of Thrones. I just haven't seen the last season.
Oh, no shit. You haven't seen you haven't seen the man. You're so fucking lucky.
I know about some things that happen, but
you're so well. I'm not gonna
I'm caught up everywhere.
I'm not gonna play the spoiler game, assuming that not everybody in here has watched fucking Game of Thrones. I'm just gonna say that I'm so fucking excited that Game of Thrones comes back on next Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Cody, I thought you were one of those dickheads who were like, "Oh, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh no, I love
I'm
Game
too cool
of Thrones.
for fucking Game of Thrones." Like anybody,
that was a weekly thing.
Do you meet fucking people that? Have you ever met one of
these
these people that doesn't watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, they think they're like above, like they're better than you because they're I don't watch that.
I don't like the things that everybody else likes.
Yeah, dude.
Who likes that? Everybody.
There's this fool at my job that's like that, and I just want to fucking kick him in his
fucking contrarians,
dick, dude,
bro. Come on, it's the best fucking show on TV. Quit being a fucking idiot, okay?
Just watch it.
Put some weed, boys.
All right, yeah. Here, I'm trying to roll a blunt. But I've just been taking bong rips instead.
I don't care. I'll take a bong rip, but
listen.
I'm listening.
You haven't watched just the last season of Game of Thrones?
That's it, yeah.
Oh, you're so fucking stoked. You can marathon that shit this week and be ready for fucking and be ready for next week.
I think that's what me and my lady's about to do.
Here's my question. Do you think it's a good idea to do like the online recap shit before the fucking show starts, like the season breakdowns and shit? Because I feel like realistically I don't have enough time to go back and watch every episode right now. I actually tried to, and I got all the way to like halfway into the 3rd season, but now I'm like 10 days or not even, like we're like 8 days away from fucking
I'm probably gonna like read up to fucking refresh the memory.
I think they have like full season recaps on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like season 1, this is everything that happened in season 1. Season 2, this is everything that happened in season 2. I feel like if I don't, dude, I'd be hella slick with remembering shit from shows. Like my wife will fucking watch some shit and she'll forget it 5 minutes after she fucking watched it. And then like there's all sorts of people in between. But I find myself to be like pretty good with remembering things from shows. But Game of Thrones is by far,
there's so much going on.
It's the densest fucking show.
Yeah.
There's so much character development with each character that like you'll remember the overarching story, but then there's like every little thing that happens to like Gendry or some like Brienne or like there's so many people that fucking
Game of Thrones is like one of those shows that you almost like have to watch with someone else, because like half the time you're gonna stop the show and be like, okay, so wait, what happened with this again? And then like the other person might remember something, and then you're gonna have to like team up and remember shit. I know that me and like I remember when we used to watch that shit with like me, you, and Jose and Shark and everybody. Yeah. And then we'd always just be like, "Wait, what?" Like we have to go back and.
They used to have this shit. They
figure it out.
They still have it on YouTube, but they used to have this shit. They only did it for one season on HBO called Talking Thrones, and it was hella useful because not only would they break down what happened in the episode, but they would also like relate it to the books and like, okay, well, this is what happened in the books. And then clearly there's a difference here, but like what path are they going to take? And there's definitely, I mean, that's the biggest thing is that nobody knows. I mean, obviously the people who did it, but nobody knows what's going to happen because there isn't like, we've gone past the books at this point. Yeah. So you can't always speculate. And but we also know that like they worked really close with J.R.R. Martin on the ending, on like having it be close to what the book was going to be. You know what I mean?
Does he have the ending in mind?
I don't know. He worked with them on this. Like he's not completely like out of the fucking picture, right? But they have like got to the point where they moved beyond his fucking story, and he's expressed like he doesn't like it in parts too because they killed characters that fucking he has still alive in the book, and I think like. He's against a relationship between fucking Jon Snow and Daenerys. That's not something that he had written into the book. So, fuck, spoiler. But either way, it's definitely like gotten to a point where anything could fucking happen now. You know what I mean? And like I don't know how they're gonna fucking wrap it all up. There's so many little fucking threads that they have to fucking weave together for this last season. They're either gonna really knock it out of the fucking park, or they're gonna piss everybody the
shit
fuck
that
off.
Bad. Go ahead and shit that bad one time.
I don't know. I'd be really surprised if they did because they haven't in the 8 seasons that they've been on. You know what I mean? And usually shows start shitting the bed around season 5. So
go ahead and
make it past that. You're in the clear.
You're usually in the clear. I don't know though. I mean, realistically, the best way to go is to stop every show that I think is the best show. Stopped at 5 seasons and like finished good strong. You know what I mean? Like The Wire, 5 seasons, strong finish. Breaking Bad, 5 seasons, strong finish.
Boy, was that a good one. I want to go back and rewatch that one. That one's a fucking heater, dude.
Yeah.
I slept on that one for so long that my lady like just made me watch it, and I was fucking hooked on that shit, bro. That was a good ass show.
That's a dense fucking show too, even though it's like not nearly as much like world building and fucking crazy, you know, geography style shit as Game of Thrones. But I remember when I did watch Breaking Bad back, there was hella shit I remembered or I didn't remember that happened. I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot about this shit. You know what I mean? So that's another fucking thick ass show.
With 2 C's, thick.
So we'll definitely fucking we'll do a hyper fucking pumped ass breakdown of the first episode of Game of Thrones when it comes out next week.
Did either of you guys watch the new Twilight Zone?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you see both episodes or
I only seen the comedian.
Yeah, I saw the comedian one too. I wanted to watch the other one. This fool said it was fire.
The second one's so fucking dope, dude. It's Adam Scott on a plane.
Oh,
Twilight Zone on a plane, you know shit's going down.
Yeah, that's good. So it's better than the first episode?
Yeah.
Oh no way! Because the comedian was. I think I do comedy, right? And I've been doing comedy for like fucking almost 5 years now.
Did you think about like, dude, if I had this, who would I get rid of? Or
no, you just like the really beautiful thing about that episode is they don't really show any full jokes. Yeah. They just show like tags, so it'll be like muffled, you'll kind of hear, and then when you do hear what the chick's saying, she's like, that's a pussy joke. Yeah. Like, that's a pussy eating joke. You're like, yes, fuck yeah, that's hella funny because it sounds like a real tag.
Yeah.
And it was just like
the best was the fucking Camille Nanjiani when he kept doing the fucking the fucking
the Second Amendment.
He's a well-regulated.
The first 3 words are well-regulated.
Yeah, you're always
like that's 11%.
Why are you trying to fucking tell this joke over and over again? Okay, so it's the Twilight Zone. It's Jordan Peele's doing it now, and it's not remakes of the old episodes. They're new.
Yeah, it's all new shit.
They're completely new stories.
That,
Are they both on YouTube, or is just
the first one's on YouTube and Prime? The second one is there's a free trial for the CBS
thing.
All
Yeah.
7-day free trial. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that.
Fuck that, bro. Then I'd be forgetting, and then they take my money.
That's what, dude. That's the reason we didn't do it, because I was like, I already know that 7 days are gonna pass and it's gonna start charging you.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge you. You're gonna get charged $5 for fucking CBS one time. Like,
and who the fuck? What the fuck? I'm gonna watch what? Chicago PD. Fuck out of here, dude.
But that Twilight Zone shit, like, everything about it was good. The first episode that I watched, the comedian one, which is on YouTube for free.
The second episode references the first one.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, Adam Scott's like walking past a newsstand, and you see on a magazine Kumail Nanjiani, and it's like the comedian. It says something about the comedian. It's like his character.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Oh, it's like, I wonder if they connect everything within the universe. I love it. It's so wet, dude. They better. I hope Jordan Peele does that on every episode.
Tracy
he
Morgan.
needs to fucking smoke a dart on when he's introducing the episode.
Oh yeah.
Like Rod Sterling used to.
Yeah.
Fool just be out there with a fucking Cadillac stogie, just like, here's an episode I wrote while I was getting a blowjob and drinking scotch.
The fucking vibe was super creepy.
Yeah.
Like, and the Tracy fucking Morgan.
Dude, I was gonna say
good.
Tracy Morgan being
JC Wheeler.
TC. It was TC Wheeler.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, he fucking. But dude, when fucking he was being all serious, like, you never really see Tracy Morgan like that. I was like, this is fucking like low key scary, just because like you've never seen like Tracy Morgan just be like.
What did
that.
he say? He goes, he's all. It ain't no murder if there ain't no crying mothers.
Yeah. Oh,
crying moms is a criteria for murder. I was like, no, that's so funny.
What does he say? Like intent in crying mothers or something?
Yeah, intent in crying mothers. Yeah. That's really good. If you get a chance to, that shit is free on YouTube. So watch that.
If you got
shit.
Amazon Prime, it's on there too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. And
Amazon Primus.
that's the Twilight Zone is going to be on CBS, and fucking it's like going to be like 10 or 12 episodes or whatever. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
It looks
that
like
shit's wetted up already. I'm gonna go see Us, I think, tomorrow too.
Yeah, I have not seen
I
it.
saw it.
Is it good or
Well,
what?
I don't know if I'm gonna go see Us or Pet Sematary. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see.
I would go see Us because I've seen Pet Sematary before.
Yeah, but John Lithgow.
And shouts out to fucking
Harry and the Henderson.
Shouts out to Jordan Peele for fucking making a movie that isn't a remake of some other fucking movie.
Again,
Yeah.
and it being great again, I hear.
Damn. He's
In
the man.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, and it's a Santa Cruz movie using hella Bay Area music and shit.
I
The
heard there's-
soundtrack's dope, dude. Like even the composition shit, it's tight.
I heard there's a ill-ass reference to the like Lost Boys at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. That's what he said, I guess, is that he was like super inspired by Lost Boys as a kid, and that he wanted to make a movie in Santa Cruz. Like as soon as he got a chance to, he wanted to make a movie.
That's dope.
He was saying, like, I guess not him, but someone was telling me at the beginning of the movie, there's like taking place in like 86 or something like that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then there's like, oh, they're filming a movie over by the carousel, like, let's go check it out or something like that. And that's what the movie, Lost Boys was made in 1986, and the opening scenes by the carousel and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was fucking cool. Like,
Yeah, I never pieced that together. That's dope. Though.
yeah. Someone was telling me about it, and I thought that was really cool because I fucking love the Lost Boys. I think everyone should. If you don't, you're a fucking sus ass bullshit.
We watched it at the boardwalk.
Yeah, me and this fool laid on the beach together and watched it at the boardwalk.
Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Man,
they
that
do the free
is
movies
fucking
at the boardwalk.
That is romantic, guys.
Uh-huh.
That is hella. Where were you at, D? You didn't come or what?
No, this was before.
Oh no, you just let the boys go together and just
No,
have
we
their
weren't
own
together
little
yet.
time. Oh, I see. He was with Spencer at that time.
Yeah, I was with Spencer.
That was back when you were with Spencer before you met your lady.
When we went and saw movies at the beach.
Yeah.
When we went and saw movies at the beach, we did shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's tight. Having seen both of those movies, which one do you think is better, Get Out or Us?
Get Out for sure.
Yeah, that's what everybody says, but I mean, like, fuck, man.
I know
Get Out
it's
is
like
super
If he somehow made a better movie than Get Out,
dude, Get Out was crazy.
then I'm fucking done. You know what I mean?
I remember just watching that fucking movie and just being so fucking like creeped out.
How is Jordan Peele fucking Alfred Hitchcock all of a sudden, dude? The dude from Key and Peele is fucking
Who knew that he
Alfred
was
Hitchcock.
master
One
of
time I
horror
saw
and shit? Like,
I
it's
saw
crazy.
Key and Peele at the Shoreline, and they got booed off the stage.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Man, and that fool was like,
oh, is that comedy
all right.
for that comedy festival? Huh?
Yeah.
that fool was like, I'm gonna stop hanging out with this bald nerd and start fucking writing suspense flicks, because fuck this.
And that fool's he's wifed up Chelsea Peretti.
I
who's
was gonna
also
say
hilarious.
I just read that he fucking is married to Chelsea Peretti.
I don't know who that is.
She's a
in
female
Brooklyn
comedian.
Nine-Nine. She's what's her name? Gina or something.
I don't know, but that's a terrible show.
you're not down with Nine-Nine.
Damn.
No,
Nine-Nine's
my
fire.
God. Do you like 30 Rock and shit too?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, no, I don't watch 30 Rock. Man.
Those are terrible shows. Those are terrible
What, someone
shows.
here? Open
Oh, open the door.
Right.
Fool, open it. Fucking open it, Ryan. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Yo, what's up, Ryan? Ryan's here. Ryan's here. He brought Doritos and fucking Modelo.
Modelo.
That's
And
fucking.
fucking abs like Jesus.
And I was like, baby G's. Yeah, fucking.
Oh,
A,
baby
man.
Jesus abs.
Just like a little,
Oh, young.
little fucking panza.
Oh, young ass little
Oh.
baby Jesus abs.
Yo, but anyway, we were talking. Okay, but yeah, Jordan Peele got rid of the fucking baby fat, aka Mr. Key.
And he's just knocking it out of the park
He's knocking
now.
out the park now. No,
Making fucking fantastic movies.
how come my boy Keegan Michael Key is not in any of these films?
Because he's like, fuck, man, we could create
Probably
some
want to keep
distance.
their own keep that shit separate.
You could create some distance and shit, man.
Yeah, he's like on the phone with that fool, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna get you in the next one.
I'm gonna get you in the next one, though. I'm gonna get you in the next one for sure,
For
homie.
sure, dog.
For
You know
sure.
what? I'm already thinking of a part right now. I'm already thinking of a part. I got you a part.
Just for you.
Just for you, dog. Keegan Michael Key. That's my main dog.
All right, check it out. There's a fucking there's a mic under the table, and if you guys can fucking scoot
me that
over, then
lighter.
fucking Ryan could sit down on the couch too.
You want to come talk about shit, Ryan?
Yeah,
You
come
can
sit
sit on
down.
my lap.
Don't
and
sit on
share
his
this
lap.
mic. We could get
Just
hella-
just Spencer, scoot over, and then there's a mic under the
Spencer's
table.
gonna
right
sit
there.
on my fucking lap then.
Fuck yeah, Spencer! You guys already go to the movies together and go see fucking Lost Boys on the
On the
beach
beach.
and
We
shit.
slept in the same
He
bed.
said,
mad
on the
times.
beach, we did it.
We fucking did it.
I
I remember that was the night. Remember I told that called that chick a dumb white bitch on her face.
Yeah, I do
Some
remember
chick said
that.
something like hella like out of left field to me, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Dumbass white bitch." And
Damn,
then
why
she-
did you add her ethnicity like that?
Yeah, and she
Why
looked
did
at me
you
all
add her
crazy.
ethnicity like
And she
that?
looked at
I
me all
mean,
crazy
like-
because she's like, "You're fucking white too." dude.
You're fucking
Fuck.
white too, asshole. I don't
was
know
like,
what you're
nah, I
talking
ain't.
about.
I'm only half.
Whatever, fool. I rap though.
I rap though. And I got brown in me. Fuck you, dumb white bitch.
Yeah. It works.
Here, double setup. First we
Uh,
set up and then we set up.
All right.
There you go, Ryan. Just talking to that mic.
Oh yeah, and we could see you. That's cool. I got a lighter so I can roll it up and set it on fire. Brian, we're gonna
What's up?
break. I want to break down all these things with you real fast that we've been talking about. First off, did you get tickets to Endgame?
No, I did not.
Scooch
Oh
more,
man,
get
I
'em
guess
in
you fucked
here.
up if you didn't get tickets to Endgame by within the first 3 hours of them coming out.
Shit.
I got them. I actually got them. I had no problems, but I guess a bunch of people had problems, and I've seen people are like scalping them, and they're selling them for like thousands of dollars to see them
I
on
seen
opening
some
day.
shit about like $22,000 on eBay.
I seen a $9,000 one in New York to go see. That's so much.
fucking crazy.
'Cause you don't wanna wait to
If
see
you
a
do
movie.
that, you're a fucking retard.
Um,
No offense to retards.
Also, Ryan, are you a fucking Game of Thrones guy? And how excited are you for Game of Thrones fucking coming out on Sunday, next Sunday?
So I'm a Game of Thrones guy, but I'm hella seasons behind. Like I ain't watched that shit since probably like the Red Wedding.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So like if anything too, I was gonna start catching up, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like the shit's already about to be like on the last shit. I'm just gonna wait till like all the shit drops, and then I got HBO, so I'm just gonna watch it all and run.
Damn,
man,
you got it figured out, my guy.
That's a dangerous ass fucking game because I feel like, let me see the lighter. I feel like especially with this season, motherfuckers are gonna be posting like, oh, this fool died. This fool's riding a dragon. Like, it's just going to be like, bam, bold-ass statements that you're going to scroll past and you cannot forget, homie. You cannot forget.
Damn, this fool died. Damn, this fool's riding a dragon.
Yeah, like, just shit like that. Like, just shit like that. Damn, this fool, that's who the Night King is? Like, shit like that. And you're just going to be like, no! And it's going to fuck your shit up. And then you're going to have to do what I did with The Sopranos.
See,
where, like,
I'm doing the run of Sopranos right now. I'm on fucking season 6 A or whatever. Like I just been going to town on that shit for the past few weeks.
I watched The Sopranos probably like 10 years after it came out because like I had in my head all these like sentences that people said to me of like, oh, this fool died or this fool whatever, and it took it like 5 years of like letting people all forget and stop talking about The Sopranos for me. I'm like, all right, now I can watch it.
See, I got an advantage there because I was so young when that shit came out that like I even remember seeing some shit with my folks like now that I'm running some of these episodes back, but I don't remember like the storyline or none of that shit for anything.
So you think you have an advantage because you're younger than me? Because homie, check it out. Like, look, you don't. All right, you don't.
Chill out, dude.
You don't.
You need to
chill. Fucking relax, bro.
Think your youth ain't gonna save you.
Okay, so did you see the announcement for the live action Cowboy Bebop going to Netflix?
I did. How y'all feel about fucking old boy being cast?
Kumar being Spike.
Yeah, Harold.
Harold, yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of too.
At least it's not a trash.
At least it's not
actor.
Kumar for sure. It would have been way weirder if it was Kumar.
I'm saying
he's
like
been in more
at
like
least it's
indie
not,
shit now
it's
too.
not a trash actor. Like at least we didn't get some fucking clown shoe.
I hella racistly said it was Stephen Hyun, but I covered it up by saying that I was thinking about the Invincible or comic book thing that they're doing on fucking Prime. Reality is, those are just the two handsome Asian dudes they cast in all the shit. So that's who I said it was, bro.
Damn, Donnie Yin's not even in your
No,
handsome Asian
no,
list, bro.
fool. What, Ip Man?
I think Steven
Come
Yeun's
on.
in one of the Twilight Zone episodes.
Oh, that's fucking fire. That's the other thing we were just talking about, the Twilight Zone. Have you watched it?
I haven't ran that back. I haven't ran that at all yet. I'm hearing nothing but good things though.
That shit is fucking fuego.
Yeah, the first.
And you know what's crazy too is the Twilight Zone is that's my all-time favorite show, you know what I'm saying? And like watching him just do like I'm like super stoked on his shit, like it's just adding to like, you know what I mean?
What
like,
I had said to the homie I was watching it with was the Twilight Zone is the only OG black and white show that I could watch today and still be hella impressed with every aspect of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Alfred Hitchcock one? I forget what it's called.
We watched. I watched
another
those with
anthology series like that.
Oh
like,
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Where he does like the crazy little talking.
Yeah,
at
the
the
intro
beginning.
has like a bunch of blind shit, right? Like
it's
like a bunch of crazy shit going across the screen.
I think it's
what
different
called.
each one, but yeah, it's usually in like a blank.
It was
room or
something
some
without.
shit.
It was like something with Alfred Hitchcock.
It's the thing where he goes. Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock Hour. It's the thing where he like lines up with the little fucking sketch of himself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hella
the song,
iconic.
Fuck. What I can't
New
remember.
Twilight Zone.
I don't know. No, I was saying like black and white. There's tons of movies that were made back in the day that still really hold up, but a lot of television from fucking like that
Corny
era
as fuck.
is corny as fuck.
Yeah.
But the
Hella campy.
Twilight Zone is still like creepy and shot well, and they just really knocked it out of the park with all that shit back in the day. So
there's some of those when you go back and watch them, and they're so like well.
Dude, the ventriloquist dummy one still gets me. Like I'll watch that shit like
what's
not even look at
here we
dolls
go.
and
What's
shit
your
for a few
favorite
weeks.
fucking Twilight Zone? You're saying the ventriloquist
Yeah,
one?
probably, yeah, because that shit like that even gets like kind of like philosophical too when he starts like really fucking talking to it. So like yeah, that one's a good one.
What about you?
I'm gonna say off top the one where the old man's dying.
Oh,
with
the
mask.
mask.
Oh
Where,
yeah.
like, tells his kids they can't take him off and shit.
Yes.
And they're like they don't want to be ugly.
Yeah.
But, dude, I don't know. There's so many good ones though.
My favorite one is gotta be the toys in the box, the bucket, the kid. They're all trying to like figure out like who are we? What the fuck are we doing here? And then they fight, and then one of them just pulls the fucking kid out of the box. Or no, they're trying to climb out the whole time, and then eventually a toy just falls out.
A cop and stuff that toys would be.
And then eventually the toy just falls onto the floor, and the kid picks it up and throws it back in the bucket. Yeah, that was.
They always have those twists like. The astronauts think they crashed on some other planet,
and it's like Arizona.
In Arizona,
yeah.
They climb up the hill, and there's a fucking highway there.
Okay, dude, I have like two favorites, but one of them is the episode's called "The Four of Us Are Dying," and I even made like my song Archie Hammer.
It's the dude who changes his face.
He's the guy who could look at pictures.
Like
he could look at pictures and change his face into any man.
Damn.
And he goes to this, like, he gets a hotel and he goes to New York and he changes his face to an old jazz musician to go get drinks at a bar, and he just changes his face into all types of different shit, then just gets caught up in some shit and dies at the end.
Turns into the wrong person.
Yeah, he turns into Andy Marshak. Fucking
ain't that some shit?
Yeah, it's
like just marinate on that for one fucking minute.
You don't want to turn into
the wrong person
and then just get clapped. Yeah, but the fucking so the other one is, I forgot what the episode's called, but it's the one where have you seen the one where the dude's hunting with this dog and he dies, he falls in the river and dies, and his dog dies with him. And anyway, his ghost walks back to the house, and he figures, and his wife's there grieving and shit, and he figures out, oh, I'm dead, you know. And then then he starts walking back to the forest, and he comes across this gate, and there's a dude telling him, oh, come on in here, this is, you know, the afterlife, whatever. But the dog's like barking at him and shit, right? And then
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
and the dude's like, well, we don't allow dogs. And then the fool's like, well, if my dog can't come, then fuck y'all, like, I ain't going in there. And then he walks up the road further, and then there's a fucking another guy with a similar gate, and he's all, come in, and he's all, well, I'm not going in there if he's all, the other guy over there wouldn't let me take my dog. He's like, oh no, you allow dogs in here, and he's all, you don't want to go in that place over there. But it's anyway, this dude basically walked past hell and almost got tricked into hell. But his fucking dog protected him.
No, don't go there.
Yeah,
bro.
so then he goes over there. I think it's called Man's Best Friend, but like the episode, but it's about this dude's dog saving his life.
And it's all about how like dogs can't go to hell no matter what.
Yeah.
All dogs go to heaven.
All dogs go to heaven, baby.
Because it was just like he was like, yeah, we don't allow those down here, and because that fool's just bark. But then in heaven, they're like, yeah, come through. And then he was like, your wife will be here soon. And then he's like, oh, okay.
Oh man, Shizzy mentioned something. He said, "What about Tales from the fucking Crypt?"
Yeah, a lot of fire.
The HBO Tales from the Crypt.
That one too. That was just as good. That has some wild shit.
Aren't they remaking Tales from the Crypt too? I heard that they were going to start doing new episodes.
I might have seen
Maybe
some shit
that'd
in
be
my
lit
about it.
Yeah.
They should.
I don't know how the fuck are we remaking everything in the world and we haven't done Tales from the Crypt yet.
Yo,
it's such classic material, and you just pull that little puppet out, fucking dust him off.
Yeah, it's not even a hard fit.
Or don't.
No, we need. And I want
on horrible puns.
I want to go back to dude. And he's like, fucking. I want him to be back where he's like hitting on bitches and shit. Do you remember like back in the day that fool would be like, I got a stiffy, like with some big ass titties in his face. Fire.
Dude, I remember dude, I love the HBO one and from the 90s and 80s or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That shit
was there another Tales from the Crypt besides HBO?
No, but there was fucking Demon Night with Billy Zane.
Oh, the movies. Yeah. Demon Night with Billy Zane. Fucking Demon Night. I love that movie.
Then the other one was Bordello of Blood.
Bordello of Blood, yeah.
And had one of the Corys, and I think one of the dude from Bon Jovi.
No, what's his name? Bordello of Blood is the dude from fucking, who's the guy who used to do the news on Saturday Night Live? It was super not funny.
Norm Macdonald?
No.
It was, I said he's fired.
No, Norm Macdonald's hella funny.
Yeah.
The guy who wasn't funny that does the news.
Jim.
The guy who signed the thing like this, he go, and then throw the fucking paper off.
What's his?
See, nobody cares.
He's a late night host now,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Seth Meyers?
No. Older.
Oh,
older.
The phone died.
Fuck.
Look it up. Because I know it's someone who's trash.
Yeah. It's
Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller.
It's Dennis Miller.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dennis Miller. I could have
guess
looked
Dennis
at
Miller
Look,
got
why am I
trash.
even saying
They
new
were
shit
saying
anyway?
it
We're talking
hella
about
hard
shit
in
from
the chat.
90s.
Pixie said
Yeah, I
Dennis
figure
Miller.
y'all do the live shit.
But yeah, Bordello of Blood, that was a heap of shit. At least Demon Knight was lit and had Jada Pinkett and fucking Billy Zane. Demon Knight wasn't bad at all. And there was a dude.
It wasn't good at all either. It just wasn't bad.
But also there was a one of the characters in that movie was in the little fun fact was in the first episode of the Tales from the Crypt show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the dude who's the guy. He's the dude who's the executioner in the first episode.
Wow. My favorite fucking Tales from the Crypt episode, or this just I don't know if it's my favorite one or whatever. There's just one that sticks in my head all the time where it was about a bunch of lumberjacks, and like one of the lumberjacks was like sleeping with the other dude's wife, so he like fucks him over and he does something to him to make him blind, and all the other lumberjacks find out and they fucking like tie the other dude up or put him inside a log, and then they have the blind dude fucking saw him in half.
That one's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's I don't even know. It seems like such a shallow premise for a show.
Yeah,
now that I say it.
some of the episodes are hella elaborate, and some are just crazy like that. Dude, there's this. I think my favorite episode, the one I remember too, is the one with the dude who like dates the old ladies and poisons them and gets their he dates them.
Yes.
And then he poisons them and gets their money and shit. And then at the end of the episode, something happens where he goes to this dinner that this lady this weird lady is like he's gonna kill her too, but he takes her to this weird place, and then all the bodies of the old ladies like walk into the room and they're like zombies and they fucking eat this fool and shit like that.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid that shit terrified me.
That's so terrifying. Someone was saying how have we not mentioned X-Files yet, and I will say this about X-Files.
X-Files is cool, but
It's not really like an
anthology.
anthology.
It's not an anthology.
Well,
There's
this
like
is the
a
thing.
Cohesiveness to
That's what I didn't like about X-Files. Every X-Files episode that wasn't central to the plot of X-Files was the fucking best.
When they're
fucking
just-
Bruce Campbell episode where he's the devil.
Yes,
dog?
yes.
That's fire.
Or there's one where there's like a monster that's attacking a circus, and it like the circus freaks, and at the end of it, the guy who eats everything just eats the fucking monster on accident and shit. But it's like it was so like every episode that wasn't like about aliens and like Mulder's sister or like whatever like relationship.
When
and
it's
shit.
just random random missions of like we're gonna catch the lizard man thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Some weird things going on this town over here.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
That's
those are the best.
Those are the best episodes for sure.
I love those ones. I always remember too that you know what I just remember, sorry for Tales from the Crypt, but that episode where they go into that house and on the news that's haunted and it's like gonna be fake, and then the house ends up being really haunted and everyone dies on the news.
Fire.
But anyway, sorry.
a lot of great shit from those anthology shows.
Sorry.
No, but fucking what were we talking about? What was after that?
Oh, we probably started going off on X-Files.
X-Files.
Oh,
Just
X-Files.
dope shit about X-Files.
Yeah, dude. I always say there's this episode. I always bring it up, and a lot of people don't remember. Do you remember the Cops X-Files like mashup episode?
Yes.
The crossover episode.
Yeah.
Where it's like found footage and like it's like a Cops episode, but Scully and Mulder are the ones who are being followed.
Dude,
Yes.
that shit was great.
Yes.
Yeah,
and they like find fucking like aliens in the sewer and shit.
Yeah, there's like those little crawling fucking
Yes,
things,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
catch like. And there's like a lot of like it's like I don't know. That episode was always.
That's
fire
what I'm
as
saying.
fuck,
Like
yeah.
whenever it wasn't central to like
Yeah.
the smoking man or like the whole like
Yeah.
story of the X-Files, I thought it was super cool. But that's what I think like that was a real big thing in the 90s was like these short format horror TV shows. Do you remember
Like
there was
Creep
a
Show? Remember
Friday
Creep
the
Show?
13th? There was a show on Sci-Fi called Friday the 13th that was just like short horror stories, and they just were basically running. They were like, we'll call it Friday the 13th because everybody knows what the fuck that is. But it had nothing to do with Friday the 13th
just
or
like
anything
the
like
show.
that.
I remember there was this one where it was there was one where it was like fact or fiction or some shit where they just like do a bunch of them and it's like was this some real
it was
shit,
called
or you think-
fact.
or
That's
is
what it
this
was
some
called,
shit?
fact or fiction. Yeah,
'Cause there was one they had like some mannequins where like the bitch like turns into a mannequin or some
Yeah.
shit. I was shook off mannequins for a while off that one.
No, yeah, that was me and my
Going
brother
through
used to
department
watch
stores.
that at my
Yeah.
grandma's house all
like
the time.
fucking keep an eye
But
out for
Do you guys, speaking like anthology shit, do you like remember Creep Show?
Yeah.
Like the Creep Show?
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
Those are kind of like a format of Tales from the Crypt too, I guess, right?
I think that was just like the sign. That was like a real popular format for fucking horror. Even like, not only were they doing it on TV, but you had a bunch of movies like Tales from the Crypt or Tales from the Hood or like all these different. What was that one? What was that Halloween movie that was like
Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat, that you have all these movies that are just these little short horror stories that I think
that's
hopefully
what VHS is too. It's like a little
anthology. I fucking forgot about that shit. That shit was great.
Yeah, VHS is.
We were talking earlier about
house and find all the tapes.
Dude, that shit had that. Holy shit, my bad.
We were talking earlier about found footage movies and like how some of them tend to be super fucking annoying and some of them are super good.
You've seen VHS.
Yeah, no, my homie
tight,
threw that on one night. And we were all just like hella smacked, and I was just like, "What the fuck are we watching?"
Those things. VHS is fucking good, dude. That shit's crazy, and it's shot really well too.
So
more anthology shit.
Well, even Rod Sterling after Twilight Zone, he had another
the Gallery of Terror or whatever the fuck. Have you seen that shit?
No.
It's like it's like basically like Twilight Zone, but he's in an art gallery. There'll be a painting of something, and then he has a story behind it, and it like goes into the painting and the episodes about like whatever the painting is, and it's always like some creepy shit. You know what I mean? Like.
It's like some Dorian Gray shit.
Yeah, it's tight though, dude. It's called like Gallery of Terror.
Night Gallery.
Is that what it's called?
Night Gallery
Rod
is what
Sterling's
somebody's saying.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, I remember a bunch of fucking really cool horror shows when I was a kid in the 90s. I remember there was a show about werewolves. And it wasn't like an anthology show, it was like a fucking series, but it was about werewolves and like the good guy was like this brown werewolf and the bad guy was this white werewolf and fucking it was just like pretty
like a
fucking
real person
sick.
show?
Yeah, it was real person show. It was live action. They would turn into werewolves, and it wasn't. It certainly it was TV, so they didn't have like really good shit, but it was good enough to where when I was a kid, I would be like, "Oh, fucking werewolves!" You know what I mean? I don't know, like.
I mean, even Nickelodeon was playing on the fucking horror anthology shit too.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby,
sure.
let's talk
Even
about
Goosebumps had their own little.
When we were recording some. Me and Nick were recording some Gold Chart songs, and we got some Bonchon for our break. That's what we had for dinner for our dinner break. And we watched an episode of motherfucking Goosebumps and ate some Bonchon.
Chris Bellinger said Erie, Indiana, too.
Oh, dude, Erie, Indiana was so fucking tight. Oh, my God. I forgot about
I forgot about that shit.
That show
Shouts
was
out to you for
fucking
mentioning
awesome,
that.
bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
another
do
one
you
of those
guys
fucking-
remember a show called Freaky Links?
No.
That was like an anthology show.
Freaky
too.
Links?
It was
I
on
mean,
Fox.
that sounds like some fucking smut
It was on
shit,
Fox.
bro.
It was on.
Sounds like
Nah,
dark
it was
web
on,
shit.
It was
I
on
don't know,
Fox.
you like-
Freaky Links, homie.
It was on Fox, and it was this dude's brother. He like chased conspiracies and urban legends and all this stuff, and he ran a website of the evidence he found, and then the brother mysteriously dies. So the younger brother picks up his website and starts completing these things for him too, trying to find out what happened to his older brother. So he gets all into these like supernatural house calls and like does all this shit. It's fucking tight though. It got canceled like after a season, but it's good. That show was sick. I liked it.
There were so many shows like that.
But
like,
yeah, it
before
was-
the internet, like they would just be around for a season, 2 seasons, and you just never fucking hear their ass
man,
again.
for sure. Okay, do you guys remember the book or the book series, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Yeah.
Did you see the trailers?
Yes.
The
So
new
they're
one?
making a live action. Is that Guillermo del Toro that's doing it too?
Okay, I didn't see that. I remember the books though.
Okay,
Holy shit, I
so
didn't see the
you remember
Yeah, I
like
think it's coming out this year, right?
Oh,
yes,
fuck.
and they had all the fucking specific ass
weird
imagery.
ass- yeah.
The fucking chick with the spider
I
pimple.
remember all that
the
shit.
fucking super.
The Scarecrow.
Yes, all of it. My favorite, or the one that sticks with me the most, was the toe. You remember the toe? Hey, thank you, fucking. We appreciate it, man. My G Kittler said this show is dope. Love y'all.
Oh,
You know what, man?
yeah.
Like,
Fuck yeah.
we had someone pop in here earlier and be like, "What the fuck is these fools talking about? Y'all some motherfucking nerds." I was like, "Homie,
Yeah.
this is Fridays Are Fire, and we do nerd shit on Fridays Are Fire. Come back on Monday. We'll talk about fucking battle rap and fucking all sorts of other
We're
cool
just
shit.
here to shoot
homie.
the shit.
But
Suck
here,
my dick from the front,
on
son.
on Fridays Are Fire.
Suck my dick off my body.
Suck my dick off my body if you don't want to hear about all this fucking dope shit, because we doing that right now. one more thing I wanted to discuss with you guys. What do you think about this fucking Ninja Turtles Batman fucking movie?
That shit looks amazing.
Hella hype for that.
Who showed me that? You?
I don't know. I think Spencer sent me the link, and I might have sent it to you. But
I was gonna say someone showed it.
I don't know when it's out.
And it was good.
But usually when you see those animated leaks, the movie's like either out or coming out hella soon.
It's showing at I think the premiere is Comic-Con.
Oh no
so
shit!
It'll be San Diego this summer.
Oh, okay. Damn, it's a little far off. But Batman versus Ninja Turtles. Batman with Ninja Turtles. They're gonna fight Shredder.
Yeah.
The comic book series is
Joker
super
and
fucking popular.
Shredder is the team, right? The villain team.
Yeah.
Have you read the crossover?
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't actually read the story, but anytime I was flipping, like I'd flip through when I was working at the comic shop. Like,
it's fucking dope. It's super dope. Did you ever read the OG Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the Kevin Eastman.
It's all
shit.
violent, right?
Yeah.
Dude, okay. So my brother's a fucking shithead. My uncle gave us my uncle gave us hella shit when we were kids that he shouldn't have given us. He gave us hella Star Wars toys, like including the Millennium Falcon. Like, should not have given us those.
Yeah.
We were fucking playing with that shit. At least I was, or whatever. But he gave us hella comic books, and we understood and collected comic books. At some point, my brother fucking got rid of all the fucking comic books, but we had the 3 books. Because the original Ninja Turtles didn't come out in fucking...
they were graphic novels?
Yeah, there were 3 graphic novels, and everyone wore red, too. All the Ninja Turtles had red.
Originally, there wasn't any color, right?
Yeah,
that's all black and white.
Yeah. But
like,
on the cover, they were red.
Yeah.
So the cover of the fucking graphic novel...
They all rocked the red.
They all rocked red, but inside it was a black and white fucking... thing, and it was super grimy. Shredder dies in the first graphic novel. The second one was about the dude with the fucking triceratop fucking horns coming back from the fucking future and shit.
Did you see the like multiverse fucking Ninja Turtle movie where it's like the 2003 cartoon goes back in time to like the comic book universe?
No,
and then they team up with the fucking 80s cartoon ones too. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but it's fucking tight.
Homie, we're gonna
That's like
stop
Turtles
this
and
show
Ninja
and I'm gonna
Turtles.
look this up right now. What the fucking shit?
After
Yeah,
this
check
show,
it
you
out.
know what we doing.
The show's about to fucking
We
end because I
blowing-
want Ninja Turtles.
We blowing big dope and fucking watching Ninja Turtles.
The one time, have you ever been to the Cartoon Art Museum here in San
Yeah,
Francisco?
bitch, you told me about it. Fuck.
There's a
One time when I
cartoon
was-
art museum.
Yeah. One time when I went, they had a Ninja Turtle exhibit, and it was like
Wasn't it like a
fucking-
chronological exhibit?
yeah. So they had the fucking comic panels. They had like pages like Kevin Eastman's inks and shit. They had I'm pretty sure they had like cells from the animation from the 80s animation. They had like not screenshots, but like shit from the movie and stuff too. It was tight.
So Batman versus Ninja Turtles. I think that whole form of anime might be my fucking favorite. Probably the most slept on is comic book fucking anime. DC definitely does the most of it and the best of it, but there's a couple good Marvel
There's
ones
X-Men,
too.
right?
There's not, and I'm not talking about like anime where they did like
just
the X-Men
animated
anime.
movies.
Just like the
I'm talking
animated
animated movies. So like there's
Have you seen the Doctor Strange one?
there's Doctor
That one's
Strange
tight.
one. There's Hulk versus Wolverine and
It's
Hulk.
the 2-pack Hulk versus Thor.
Thor,
Hulk versus
yep.
Wolverine.
I
Those
kind
ones
of
are
like
tight.
Planet Hulk. It's
Planet
not
Hulk's
fucking
fire.
Planet
Yeah.
Hulk's
crazy,
pretty
but it's
fucking
good.
good. Planet Hulk's hella
Yeah.
good. But DC definitely does the
Yeah.
best.
Shit. Dude, what's that one
They
we
kill it on
watched?
that.
Oh, Gotham by Gaslight.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah, Gotham
That
by
was
Gaslight
so
is sick.
fucking good.
It's a
dude.
Jack the Ripper story with
Yeah.
Batman.
That shit was like twist and turn left. Oh my god, I was.
I forget what it's called.
I
Have you
was
seen
I was high
the one
as
where
dog shit on acid.
somebody
too, so.
hacks into Batman shit and gets like all of the
Oh yeah,
the, like, weaknesses of everybody?
Yes,
and shit?
that's
like,
it's not Justice League War. It's there's a bunch of really good Justice League ones, and that's one of the
Yeah.
ones. I think it might be Doomsday. That's is what that one's called. No, Doomsday is the one with fucking Doomsday. Public Enemies, maybe. I don't know. There's one where they take all Batman's plans. What's his name? The dude who can hide in the fucking mirrors hides in the Batmobile and fucking takes all Batman's plans, and then they've just run them all against the Justice League, which basically proves that Batman can fuck the whole Justice League up. But there's just a bunch of really good DC ones, and This one, I think in particular, they're like tapping all the OG voice actors and everybody to fucking do it. So it's like all the original Ninja Turtles people.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy, Batman. I'm
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, fucking Joker.
Yeah, no, that one's confirmed.
Yeah, dude,
already.
fuck yeah, dude. That's I think in my opinion,
Mark Hamill Joker's the best Joker.
that's the best
Yeah,
Joker.
that's
He's about
the
to
Joker.
voice fucking the Child's Play doll too. Mark
Yeah.
Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said
but
he's
He's that
Jockey,
creepy, beautiful
Look,
motherfucker.
fucking Jockey.
Keeping on Batman, the Joker trailer.
Yeah.
Joaquin
Holy
Phoenix.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking Joker trailer. You know what pissed me off?
Joaquin Phoenix is out of his goddamn mind too, so you know it's gonna be.
Hey, you know it's gonna be fire. You know it's gonna be amazing. You know Joaquin Phoenix is gonna kill it. But how come I'm already seeing videos where people are like, "Who's a better Joker, Joaquin Phoenix or
For
fucking
real?
Yeah, I
Heath
don't
Ledger?"
know why you have to compare the
Homie,
two.
he ain't even came out yet. The movie's not. You're basing this on a fucking trailer. Everybody who tweeted Joaquin Phoenix about to be the best Joker, kill yourself, homie. Like you're the worst human being. The movie's not even out yet. At least wait till the fucking movie comes out.
I'm interested to see like what origin they give him, or you know,
Well, it's Arthur Fleck, right? So it's not even like
Jack.
It's not. Well, it's not it's like a Joker, not the Joker. You know what I mean? And in the comic books, there's 3 like accepted Joker origin stories. There's like the fucking the One Bad Day one. There's like the fucking New 52 one is like this eternal demon Joker who's like been around forever and just like takes different forms. And then like in the Heath Ledger Dark Knight Joker, he actually is like referencing that whenever he tells a story, he tells a different story from the comic books that they've told about Joker's origin. But they specifically never nailed down Joker's origin in the comic because he's supposed to be a character who you don't understand. Like he's chaos, he operates better that way. So like where you need to like understand Batman's backstory and why he does the things he does, like Joker, it's better to just not know why. He's just fucking there to fuck shit up, you know?
No, it's a perfect fucking contrast to Batman because even Batman himself as a character is very just investigate every fucking thing, find every single answer, and then this is the one person he don't know shit about.
Because there's no like he just doesn't make sense. It's chaos. Jack Napier was the other Joker, right?
Yeah.
That's the Jack Nicholson Batman Joker. Is that what he was in that one? Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's Jack Napier, and then Arthur Fleck is the one that this fool is playing. And then there's another in the comic book. There's another name, and that's the dude who like is the. It's the same name of the when they do the Batman where they go into the different universe and and Joker's the good guy and he's like Red Hood or what, or he's like he wears like a red fucking mask thing or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, but whatever that dude's name is the Joker's name in one of the fucking Batman iterations too. But yeah, I think that it's way too early to call. Plus, I don't think you can't like have a Joker movie without Batman and be like that's the best Joker. Because the best Joker is certainly in contrast to Batman. Like that's how he operates. Like you said,
Who's gonna be? What's this just like gonna be about?
Oh well, there is
just like Joker throughout the day or what?
Joker. Like no, it's about
Joker
like
going to the grocery store.
It's about this dude Arthur Fleck losing his mind and becoming the Joker. I think the enemy is Thomas Wayne, not like really, but like in his mind, Thomas Wayne is his like enemy, and I think that Batman's in it. Bruce Wayne's in it. Like when in the preview when he sees like he's looking at a kid through the gate and he like puts a smile on his face. I think that's Wayne Manor, and he's like that's Batman that he's doing that too. Which also shows the age difference between Batman and the Joker, which is accurate. Like the Joker's supposed to be like 20 years older than Batman. Like you know what I mean? Like so that's accurate to the comic book. But I don't think that this is going to be continued on in anything else. I don't think that.
Yeah, I think it's like what are they called? Otherverse or what's
DC
call them?
Yeah.
Otherworld.
Yeah. Something like that. Where basically it's like not canon to any of the other shit. Not canon to the Justice League Batman. Not canon to the Dark Knight Batman. Not canon to the Batman that they're about to do right now, which is like a year one Batman. So it's just going to be a completely different thing all off on its own, which I think is fucking cool. You know what I mean? I think that my favorite comic books are these like fucking what if comic books. By the way,
Marvel's What If.
Marvel's doing a what if fucking series. Is that going to Hulu too?
I think so.
Yeah, so Marvel's going
to they're doing a what if show?
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be I think what's cool about it is because they're doing what if, they could have characters that are fucking from good luck, man. Don't knock over the camera. Can you step right over that?
Yeah, of course.
And don't be I know you can't, fool. You're going to make a mess and you're going to be a dick. And you smell like pee too. It's a not yet.
If he didn't get up, he would real soon.
Not yet, fool. Fucking stupid ass. What were we saying before Cody?
What if?
What if?
Okay, what if TV show? I think what they're gonna do, which is cool, is they're not gonna be slaves to the actors in the Marvel universe or any of the others, so they could have like a Wolverine story and have some other Wolverine. It doesn't have to be Hugh Jackman or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And they could have like different like versions, because if it's like, you know, a different version of Captain America, then it doesn't have to be fucking.
Yeah, it's
Captain
another
America.
universe. It's
Yeah.
what if.
Yeah, so I think that's fucking
fire.
super sick. And some of my favorite Marvel like little stories are the what if ones, like what if Wolverine became the king of the vampires.
Yeah.
There's what if the Beast kept mutating.
Yes.
I think it's what if the Beast and the Thing kept mutating. I think
Yeah.
it's about both of them.
Yeah. And there's there's one where somebody else becomes the Hulk. There's man, it's just all sorts of like it's the best like little stories, because they always end up super fucking tragic and super bad. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because you got to end them.
so I think that'll be fucking sick. And I think that what they're doing with Marvel is they're throwing all the rated R TV to Hulu. So you got like a whole different like section of Marvel TV that'll be like more of like the weird shit, and then you'll have like on the Disney streaming service will be like the Loki show that they're doing, and like they're doing a Scarlet Witch. They're doing a Loki show. They already have Tom Hiddleston cast for it.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's like a 6 episode like hour long series each episode, and it's like clearly it's going to be the past, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but there's like all sorts of different Loki stories to fucking tell on. They'll probably have Thor cameos in it. They'll probably have different probably have Odin cameo in it or whatever. But
well, dude, that's crazy. They're going fucking that big for
for the Disney streaming service. They're also going to do a Scarlet Witch show too. So they're going to have big ass shows, because you figure this is the thing about comic book movies. They can't do more than 4 a year. Right? Yeah. And that's just Marvel, because there's competing studios are doing other fucking comic book movies. Yeah. And you can't have more than 6 to 8 comic book movies dropping a year, or else people are going to start losing interest in the fucking thing as a whole. So realistically, like they have to find a way to tell all these stories that isn't fucking going to be through the going to a movie theater, fucking doing that whole fucking large process. So being able to do, and I mean, that's the best fucking format for shit, is a series you can watch on Netflix, because it's like a 6 hour fucking movie instead of a.
Are the animated what's the Offenders? Are those ones Hulu, or
Offenders is Hulu. Offenders is Hulu, and the What If series is Hulu. And then you have the Scarlet Witch, and the Loki series is the Disney streaming service. Yeah. So, and then I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to stay on NBC or whatever. So
this isn't the last season?
Oh, this is the last season. Yeah.
How many seasons of that shit?
I think it's on 7.
Yeah, this is the last season of that too.
Single episode
the house that Coulson built.
You know what?
Did you watch?
Yeah, I've watched every episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the reason is because it's connected to the Marvel Universe, and it's the only TV show that is.
I think I just haven't finished the last season. I think I'm maybe two episodes behind of being caught up.
I'll tell you what. The last season was all right. The best season was the one before that, the Construct season.
The Hydra shit?
Yeah, the Hydra season.
That was almost like a what if.
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick.
What if Hydra took over?
Yeah, and I love all the fucking like spy shit. So that shit ends up being the best.
The Kree stuff was pretty cool though. Like seeing the Kree
outside
of the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still that connection.
Yep, and like those characters are like still. It's like they've already established through the movies and everything that like the Kree are fucking dickheads. Like the Kree have never been presented in any other way but fucking dickheads. So.
Always been cocksuckers, those Krees, huh?
We're gonna wrap this shit up, guys, because we're approaching an hour and a half, and my fucking ears are starting to hurt from these headphones.
The Kree, even the guys that fucked with the Inhumans too, right?
Yeah.
So,
did you watch the Inhumans?
No, but
I've yet to watch the fucking episode.
I had high hopes for it. I never watched it.
They fucked it up so bad that they canceled it after like 3 episodes.
And then
we hardly didn't even talk about video games.
No, I'm disappointed. I couldn't get the fucking. I got locked out of my Twitch, and I was trying to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, and I got locked out of my Twitch. I don't know. It said like I had to fucking deactivate or activate a device.
So we just shot the shit and gave him some gold, huh?
And we talked about what we love, baby. Comic books, video games, and fucking movies and TV shows about comic books and fucking video games.
That's right. And Japanese snack.
Next week I'll get the fucking I'll get the video game shit cracking for real, and then we'll be able to do that like big boys.
My new rap name's Kraken for real.
Don't tell me I'm lying, Chris. I'm telling the truth.
But Kraken like the sea creature.
Kraken for real.
Kraken for real.
Oh. Yeah. Next week we're gonna get our video game shit on. I want to play Cuphead and talk shit while we play Cuphead.
Hell yeah, we should get some food too.
Yeah, fuck. I'm hungry right now.
Oh, baby.
Do you think we can get some food right now? It's San Francisco, isn't it?
Dr. Bones Hungies.
Oh, I'm hungies too. You guys hungies?
I'm hungry as fuck.
I'm hungies.
So what? Next week we will be back for Fridays is Fire. You guys aren't busy, huh? We're fucking in the mix, picking up sticks.
Yeah, fucking let's do it. Let's pick up them fucking sticks, boys.
All right. So next week we will be back for Fridays is Fire. We're gonna be playing some video games, and my hair is gonna be
suck my own dick.
It's mad unkempt.
Live on camera.
It's just gonna look weird.
Ryan is over there. He's like,
yeah, man. Just do your thing. It's a whole nother side of Cody I've seen all night.
Do your thing.
I
will.
Fridays.
I will.
That's how we do. That's how we do when you show up on Fridays.
You show up on Friday, then you never know what you're gonna get.
On the 19th, on the 19th, we got a special thing going down. We're gonna be doing. We have a live battle going down. The homie Chewy's coming through. Oh, he's battling.
Who's live battling?
Chewy is battling Nexus. They're both on tour together.
Who's that?
I have no idea.
Oh.
But I know who Chewy is.
Yeah, Chewy's gonna win.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. The Nexus dude could be amazing. Chewy versus Nexus, an exhibition match. We're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna do bar pong. And there's gonna be
I'm gonna be here.
Yes, that's on the 19th. So not next Friday, but the following Friday, and we'll have
not right now, but right now.
Reverse Live, FLO, Caustic, and Frank Stacks will be in a bar pong tournament, and you guys will decide the winner.
Every time I'm like play bar pong, I'm like, I'm never gonna play that game, but it keeps calling me.
Shouts out to my G Incredible in here. I see you kicking it with MGK, just being fucking mad rock stars.
Oh, my boy Paul Brinkley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Brinkley's in this.
What's up to my dude?
My guy.
That's my fucking dude right there.
So we will be back next Friday talking bullshit. The following Friday we'll be back, and we got battles. We got a bar pong tournament, and then we're gonna do like a post fight press conference / fucking cipher where we all rap mostly.
Dude, should I bring some bars then?
Yeah, you bring a little bit of bars.
I'll bring 5.
Bring 5 bars.
I'm gonna bring 5.
Bring exactly
no
5 bars.
No more, no
guys,
less.
check out Ryan's podcast, Murderverse Radio.
Yeah, fucking bing bang boom. Check that shit out.
They're on fucking Spotify and iTunes and all that good shit.
Not iTunes, everything else, but not
Spotify.
iTunes.
Yeah, fuck iTunes.
I have to have a fucking like an iPhone to be able to start an iPhone thing. Or
that's how they fucking get you.
Yeah, it's fucking whack.
That's how they get you.
Spotify, Google Play.
Yeah,
YouTube,
Spotify, Google Play, all the
Murderverse Radio,
Google
all
Play.
one word.
Google
fucking
Play.
Bam.
Go check out Google Play.
Google Play. Google Play.
No L, just Google Play. Hey fool, my new album's on Google Play.
Go check out my new shit on Google Play.
This shit is tight.
It's called fucking Welcome to the Cypher.
And we'll be back on Monday with the regular episode of the Dirtbag Dan Show, where we'll be talking all sorts of bullshit about battle rap. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about all this nerd shit that we're doing today. All right.
Let's talk about all that serious shit over there.
Hella serious, doggy. Okay, we love you, motherfuckers.